Why, hello, my friends. My name is Sir James Insane. Sorry. It appears I have a hairball. Anyways, today is a huge day, especially if you're like me and are a Fallout fan. Now, yesterday, which was May 29th, Bethesda released this tweet that's on screen right now, telling us to please stand by. Now, everyone was super hyped about this, including me. There was so much speculation going around saying that maybe it's a remaster of like Fallout 3, another spin-off game, something of the sort. Some people actually thought that it could have just been like a port for the Nintendo Switch, which, as exciting as that sounds, thankfully it's not. I'm sorry, Switch owners. It's just I need more Fallout. Anyway, we were told we would be receiving a big reveal today, which is May 30th, about what this image actually means. But anyways, today is the day. Approximately 4 hours ago, Bethesda revealed what the new Fallout game is titled. The game is titled Fallout 76, and my god, am I so excited for it. I've yet to see the trailer. I got out from work this morning, and as soon as I came home, I died. But I'm back to life now, and I am super pumped to be watching this trailer. So let's get right down to it.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is
Oh man, this looks so good already.
than the trees, younger than the mountains.
Good morning.
Blowing like the breeze, country roads. Take me
When the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
home, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home,
Oh my god.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Yes. That was short and simple, but that was so good. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta go back a few. You are invited. Sugar bombs. Oh, that is so awesome. Reclamation Day. So I'm gonna assume we're heading out to reclaim the world that we that was destroyed. My god, and I just love the way it looks. I'm pretty sure this is like in-game footage. This looks like a new beverage. So that's a DAC HO. I can't really make out any more of it, but that might be a new drink. Could be wrong though. Oh, whoa, go back. Whoa. That a freaking mini nuke? So mini nukes are confirmed. I mean, that was pretty obvious, but oh, and the bobbleheads down here. We have a I forgot, I think the iBots here, and then we have a Vault Boy and a not a Mr. Gutsy. God damn it, a Mr. Handy. Nuka-Cola World stuff up here, and then the guy on screen says we must rebuild. So maybe we're utilizing the building that was brought to us in Fallout 4. I have no idea. That might be a little questionable because a lot of people didn't really like it. I didn't mind it at all, honestly. The problem with me was that it takes up too much of my time. Once I start, I kind of want to finish, but then I'll run out of supplies, and then I'd be like, and whoever, I'm gonna assume that maybe this is like our protagonist's room, and they were invited to, I guess, reclaim the world. See, you are invited. And one of the best moments, we have the protagonist putting on their Pip-Boy.
Vault 76, our future begins.
Vault 76, our future begins. It's so cool. I cannot wait for this freaking game. My God. I'm so happy we have another Fallout game because honestly, my fear was that we wouldn't get one for like another freaking, I don't know, like 8 to 10 years. I mean, I figured they'd have to give, they'd have to make another game eventually. Because that's what they did after Fallout 3. They had Obsidian do Fallout New Vegas, which kind of tied everyone over until Fallout 4 came out. Though not really, because there was still long time between New Vegas and Fallout 4. But I'm so glad they made a new game because I felt like Fallout 4 died really, really fast. The DLCs came moderate, like in a pretty quick pace, in my opinion. That and like all the negative feedback and things like that, people really did not like Fallout 4 as much as like New Vegas and even 3. Me, on the other hand, I enjoyed Fallout 4 for what it was. There are some things that did need some work, but I could see the direction they were trying to go. I don't expect each game to be similar, and I'm happy about that because the fact that they're set in different locations, um, and things like that really, it makes you want to expect something different each time. So, I really don't mind when they try to like switch things up, whether they're for the better or for the worst. Because they'll never really know whether it is better or for worse until the game comes out. So I was pretty happy with what Fallout 4 is. To this day, it's still one of my favorite games, and I'll still play it. Same goes for Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, and 1 and 2. But oh my God, I am so freaking excited. But now on to the discussions. Now, Vault 76 this is not the first time we've heard of it. In fact, Vault 76 has been talked about for quite a bit. In the latest Fallout games. Fallout 3, it was mentioned to be somewhere in West Virginia, and was also part of the 17 different control vaults, meaning they weren't exactly like the others. There were no experiments going on, and you can tell by the footage in the video that it's definitely wasn't it's experimented on. It was definitely more. It seems like it was more for rebuilding purposes, if anything. In fact, Vault 76 was also mentioned in Fallout 4, or the newsreader in the prologue says that Vault 76 will be debuting in 2076 in honor of America's tercentenary, or in other words, their 300th anniversary. In fact, Vault 76 was also mentioned in the Mothership Zeta DLC for Fallout 3 by a Vault-Tec employee that I believe was abducted by the aliens. I mean, not much was really said, but it just goes to show that Vault 76 has always kind of been there. So it's pretty exciting to finally get to see more of it, and more so play or just be a part of Vault 76 and what its plans were. But here comes the not so great news. Well, depending on what you would like to see from this game and what you don't. Lots of speculation has been coming out ever since the trailer debuted, saying that Fallout 76 might be a multiplayer Fallout game. Now, Fallout's always been a single player experience, which is probably for the best, honestly, because of the way it tells its story. The narrative usually does really well with like a single player aspect. I guess, storytelling can still be a huge part of it, regardless if it was multiplayer or not. Look at Elder Scrolls Online, though, honestly, um, one thing I've always kind of felt is that people mainly played it because it's Elder Scrolls. Because I'm pretty sure too, like huge fans of like Elder Scrolls, ESO does not hold a candle to any of the single player RPG games. So it's like, is it a good idea for this Fallout game to be a multiplayer experience? My answer is probably not. Especially with Bethesda campaigning saying, save single player and all that stuff. It would look really bad on them to just, hop on the multiplayer bandwagon and make this Fallout game a multiplayer game. Granted, they've had multiplayer games in the past. They've had Doom, um, and a couple other games that can't seem to pop into my head. So they've definitely done it and can definitely continue doing it. But I don't really feel like this would fall well in the Fallout universe. In fact, our friends over at Kotaku also said that it is an online survival RPG, which, again, it could play out either way. According to their sources, which are three people who are trying to remain anonymous for the sake of their careers, um, and are very close to the project, Fallout 76 is a survival multiplayer game that is heavily inspired by games like DayZ and Rust, which, if it does happen to be true, I'm pretty sure is not something that a lot of Fallout fans would be looking forward to, including myself. Originally prototyped to be a multiplayer version of Fallout 4 with the goal of envisioning what a online Fallout game might look like, Fallout 76 has evolved quite a bit over the past few years. It'll have quests and a story like any other game from Bethesda, and will also feature base building, which honestly, according to what we see on the teaser and the way they're talking about, rebuilding, isn't too surprising. And I'm pretty sure, after Fallout 4, them bringing up the settlement building, they're not just going to get rid of building altogether. Maybe just depend a little less on it, which, would probably ease a lot of, the people who were not big fans of Fallout 4. Fallout 76 is in development not just at Bethesda Game Studios' main office in Maryland, uh, but also at the company's newest branch in Austin, by the company formerly known as Battlecry Studios. I guess of, the building and things like that, but I just don't know how I feel about the multiplayer aspect of it. Um, Maybe a co-op aspect I can get on board with, because I'm sure, there's still the option of being single player or co-op. But I feel like Fallout really caters to the single player experience, especially with their enormous maps and details and exploration that could be done in co-op, but I feel like it'll just lessen the experience, honestly. I think that personally I would prefer the game to be a single player. The base building and things like that, that's all fine. I'm okay with all those other things, but I just don't think that Fallout needs multiplayer right now. I just feel that it would have the exact same impact that ESO has had, which, at first wasn't so great. Now it's definitely maybe doing a little bit better, but I just don't think it really, really caters to fans of the original games and what they are all about, which is exploring a nuclear wasteland in a post-apocalyptic America, while meeting people and completing quests and deciding who you want to be in this apocalyptic world. I just don't think that a multiplayer would cater to that. And I definitely don't think a lot of people would be happy with that either. Again, maybe a co op game, but not a multiplayer. I definitely think that after Fallout 4, they should definitely play it a little bit safe with the experimentality. Is that even a word? I'm sure you get what I mean. I just hope that they go with the fan base in mind, and because I'm sure they learned from what happened with Fallout 4, and I just wouldn't want to see the Fallout name get pushed down any further, because honestly, Fallout 4, though I enjoyed it, really, really divided the community, and this would only divide it much, much more. Please, let this be a single player Fallout game, please. And honestly, a lot of people speculated this would be like a Fallout 3 remaster, and look, in fact, that was one of the more discussed rumors and was honestly the more believable one for most people. So, and that ended up being false. So, hopefully, this multiplayer thing is false as well. Anyways, that is all that we're going to be talking about today. This is exciting and very scary at the same time. I'm super excited to see what Fallout 76 is. We're going to be getting a lot more news in E3, so super, super pumped for that. I'm going to be covering that as well because, if you don't know it already, Fallout is one of my favorite games. I've said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. I love Fallout with all my heart, honestly. And I do not want to see it take on something that'll just damage it even further. Again, Fallout 4 to me was not a bad game, but it definitely divided the community, and we do not need that to happen any further. So I trust that Bethesda is smart and knows what their fan base wants and what they need to do to make this game more successful. I trust Bethesda, and I'm sure this game is going to be a fantastic addition to the Fallout universe. And that is it for the Fallout discussion. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed Fallout, and let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite Fallout game. And also, alongside that, let me know, what do you think about a Fallout multiplayer game? Do you hate it? Do you love it? I'm pretty sure I know the answer for all of you, if not a majority at least, but let me know down in the comments why you wouldn't want it or why you would want it. And be sure to hit that bell notification to be notified when the next video goes up. I am Sir James Insane. And until next time, stay sane, play games, and above all else, remember, somebody loves you.